Alright, good morning. Well, it's morning for me. I have no earthly idea when you're going to be watching this actual video. But what this is it's a video to show off what I've been doing in Minecraft. If you're a Minecraft freak and you're looking for tutorials and stuff, how to do stuff, this is not the place for you. This is for my friends, probably in real life, who wonder where I've gone and where I've ended up in the last couple months, because I've been completely addicted to Minecraft and this is all I've been doing. And I didn't want them to feel like they were unloved. I want them to understand, I have a problem. So what's basically happened is, I tried Minecraft right before they started selling it, when it was still in beta and everything, and I had some trouble getting it to work on PC. And I kind of just let it go because, busy. Can't just spend a bunch of time trying to get stuff to work. Never really went back to it until recently they started selling it on the Xbox. I found that. I was like, hey man, laying on the couch and building stuff, that sounds great. So I promptly bought it right away after it released and loved it. Loved it. Spent hours, hours and hours and hours all night. I remember one night, 9 hours straight, just building junk. But as I started to research, I found a bunch of stuff that I was just, not able to do on the Xbox version because it's a little behind the PC version as far as features and stuff. And I was like, well, you know what? I just got to get into the PC. Bought a couple licenses, and now me and my wife, we have a little server here at home. It's accessible, from outside, but we have it here at the house, and we just connect and do stuff together. It's a lot of fun. Spend a lot of hours doing it. So anyway, that's the long and short of it. This is the second area that we really built up. We had our spawn area, and then we built a home pretty close to it. Whole 9 yards, farm and everything. But the resources around it just kind of dwindled really quickly. Didn't realize that if you kill all the animals around you, they start to disappear. So building a farm was quite an ordeal. We had to go out to the mountains to the north and bring in pigs and cows and stuff like that. This is a survival server, and try to not just use all the commands or go into creative mode to get whatever we want. We try to legitimately obtain everything. It makes it a little more fun, but resources around there got scarce, so I started kind of venturing out during the day and kind of see what was around, and eventually ended up at our first NPC village. So I got the bright idea, hey, let's move everything over there, and then we'll have villagers trade. Well, in the process of moving, the villagers actually, I guess they're still kind of bugged, or maybe it's their AI, they all wandered off. It was a small NPC village, so there wasn't a lot of them to begin with, and by the time we got everything built, they were all gone. So that was one time for sure that I did kind of cheat, in a sense. I spawned villagers once the fence was up. I'm considering doing it again, and I'll show you why. In my last video that I tried to do, the sound was all off, so I had to do this again. There was actually a very entertaining thing, and I just deleted it because it's sad to watch, and I'll talk about that when I get downstairs. I'm actually up at the top of our house. There's a small tunnel up here, and I'll go back down in a little bit, but it goes up to here. Where we have our nether portal. This area of the nether that it goes to kind of stinks compared to the last place. Last place was right by a stronghold, so getting blaze stuff and gas tiers is, well, gas are all over the place, but getting the blaze powder more than anything was, or rods rather, was really easy because the stronghold is right there. Nether wart too, and now this goes to like nowhere in the nether, and I don't know if there's anything nearby. I really haven't explored it, but it's just not as great as the last place we were, so oh well. But anyway, so when we need to get to the nether, we come up here. It looks really cool at night. It's a little temple-y type thing, and it's on the very top of the mountain, almost one of the highest points in the area. And so to get back down, you gotta take the ladder. It's a long trip. There's an escape window if you need to get out to the side of the mountain for whatever reason. So you do that. I like using these pressure pads, so you can just waltz on into the house. Now where we are, we're in the back area of our home, which is built into the side of a mountain near the NPC village that we found. dug all this out by hand. Like I said, don't cheat or anything. So the original plan was for a big old arboretum back here, and this took a billion years and a lot of TNT and a lot of pick to get this all out. But what ended up happening is like, man, arboretum, that's stupid, it's gonna take forever. So there's a couple trees here just for effect, but it's mainly an indoor farm. Alright, so if any of you have built a farm, you know, there's in Minecraft you've got to build a fence around it because the mobs, villagers, pigs, whatever, will trample your stuff, and yeah, it gets really annoying. Or also if you're picking at night and creeper wanders into your path, blows up, you know, there goes your farm. So you gotta fence it in anyway, but I figured, hey, you know, it's indoors, you just, if you need to craft some cookies or whatnot, you can just run on back here, get your sugar, get your wheat, and you're good to go. So yeah, we did that. I really like having it here. You don't always harvest it all the time, but you know, replant it as soon as we do. A little crafting area back here if you need to make anything real quick to do whatever it is you're going to do. It's back here just in case. So we're going to go into the main house now. I will warn you, the cat will be meowing. We have a cat, a nameless cat, on your way out or in, depending on where you're coming from. Got the enchanting area, which I really like that it's only 30 now to get the really cool stuff. Here's the ender chest, which got nerfed in the last not nerfed. It was just cool. I like the whole thing that it was one per server. It was very instrumental in moving to this new house, which, woo, here's the new house. Because we set up one chest here, and I took one chest over to the old house, put stuff, and then my wife would pull it out. Now you can't do that anymore. I think it's an inventory per person, not per server. So that kind of stinks. I kind of like that. And then also, what they say? Oh, that when you break it, unless you got silk touch, it's because you just obsidian. Kind of stinks. It was cool when you could break it down, but I guess it was probably maybe too powerful. So, well, there's that whole thing. But anyway, that's our ender chest. Here is our living room area. Here's Kitty, nameless cat. I think we agree that she's female, but outside of that, really haven't given her any characteristics. She was stuck at the old house. You know, my wife teleported her here, and the cat didn't follow. But when I went to go, move some of the stuff, she magically teleported over here to where my wife, because she's the one that tamed her. So we're happy. Kitty came back to join us. We thought we were gonna have to go get another cat because she was stuck at the old house for 2 weeks. So we got our little living room here. Built a little couch and a records player with a record collection, bookshelf. You know, all for show, of course, but it's cool. So we got kind of a split level here. I like the high ceilings, even though Endermen can teleport in here. It's only happened once, but hey, I like the high ceilings. It's cool. And back up here we got a little loft. Don't sleep as much as we used to, because, you know, I think when you're noobs, hold on. You don't sleep as much as we used to, because I think when you're new, you know, you're scared to go out at night. But now we got all enchanted stuff. It's not that big a deal. Go out there and level up. But if we need to sleep for whatever reason, just to make stuff easier, that's where it can be done. This is the main area. Up in the front, kind of built what I wanted to make look like a kitchen. So we got cake sitting up here. This would be like, you know, a prep table. Ovens, of course, and I thought the slabs all together like this kind of look like a refrigerator, so put that there. Sink, fruit bowl, counter space. Gotta have counter space in the kitchen for resale value, you know, alone. It's all about the lighting too and the decor. This is where you would eat if you could sit down and eat in Minecraft. Yeah, I guess you have to always be standing up to eat. But anyway, come back here. This is where we spend a large amount of our time. This is the crafting area. Segmented, of course. This is magic. Enchanting's over there, but this is for potions. Brew station. Keep all our magical potion ingredients back here. This is an extra chest that we put a bunch of signs in. This is a fireplace that I built based on some tutorials, which you got nether rock down in there. We got from the nether. So this stays on fire forever. Great thing about this, these slabs keep you from actually accidentally jumping in here. But the great thing about this, I had built an incinerator in the last one, which was really cool. You'd step on this little plate and trash would fall in. But this is so much easier. This is great when you get all that zombie flesh, or all the billions of extra spider eyes that you don't actually need for your potions, just yet, or whatever. All that extra inventory you just want to trash, you just toss it in here and poof, it's gone. So it's nice to have a fireplace because it's aesthetically pleasing. It looks really nice, but you got the added bonus of you can dump junk in there and not have to worry about it anymore. So I got a ton of ovens, so you can smelt stuff all at the same time. And I'm extremely OCD. So these chests, all our items organized. All double chest, all organized, and yes, I have to have everything. See, look at this. This is the stone one, and somehow glass got in here. Glass goes in the rare and miscellaneous stuff. And look, that's not lined up. Man, I'm gonna go crazy. Yeah, I don't know why I have to keep these things like so. Let's see, like I do plan to build a railroad, so as I've been invading the abandoned mine shafts, I steal all their railroad pieces, so I don't have to build my own later. Funny thing is that when we moved over, like I said, we moved over because of the NPC village. About 200 blocks north into north, and I'm not sure, maybe northeast, northwest, I don't know. There's a much larger NPC village, just not even very far, so I'm thinking of building a railroad, and if the people are still there, fencing them in and everything. So that way we can go there to trade with them, because our villagers keep wandering off and other things, which we're going to talk about here in a minute. So this is the mighty crafty room. Spend a lot of time in here building stuff. Now let's go ahead and go out and go at night. I've got this touch plate which lets you just wander out without having to open the door, and it's really good for if you're running and from something and you don't have the time to turn around and close the door. I still automatically close the door behind you so you don't leave it open, which is great. This is a little patio thing, a little waterfall here with a little garden. It overlooks this river that we have around our giant mountain house. It's nighttime, so all the mobs are out. And here's the village. I'm going to show you. Of course, we're elitists, so this is the outside of the house. There's that tower we were at where we started. I'll put some markers so for traveling we can find the house back. But this is the outside of it. And like I said, we're elitists, so we are separate from the village by a long bridge that goes over the river, and they are not allowed to cross over here. No solicitors or skeletons, and it's the Zuniga residence. So we go into our village. These two structures were here. This is a little butcher shop. There was a butcher in here, and I think this is some kind of church because there was a priest in here, I guess. And so here is our cow pen. And the reason for this double fence is because I found out that the villagers, for whatever reason, really like hanging out with the cows. There's it was close enough to where they could kind of get up on this post and fall in, and so they would all go there. And I would come out, and all the villagers would be hanging out in the cow pens, and couldn't get out. And you open the door, and they come right out. But for whatever reason, they like being in there. I don't know. It's really kind of creepy. So we put up the double fence, so they can't jump into there anymore. They would actually jump. There was a block here first, and I took the block out. It would still somehow jump. And now I know, if you run, woo, you can get in there. But they're not smart enough to run. Oh, the cow's trying to come out. No cow. So, oh, he's glitching out. You better get back in there, or you're gonna end up steak. So, the first structure I added. There's more over here. We got a little wheat farm. And yielded some eggs. A bunch of eggs over here. Pigs and chickens, or feathers and pork chops. Gotta have that stuff. Put some wheat here just because it kind of looked like it, would even out. Also, it's easier when you're feeding the pets, or the farm animals rather. You can just grab it right there. I had to put a fence around this too. It originally was open, kind of like it is in the other NPC villages. But oh my gosh, like the mobs would just totally trample this stuff and make a mess of it. It's awful. So fence that in. So we have a fence all the way around, cobblestone and iron fencing. Spiders can jump over it depending on where they are, but anything else can't get through. They just look at you and creepers, sad little creeper eyes looking at you. This is a road out of town. But my solution to be able to get in and out while keeping everything out that's supposed to be out, and everything in is supposed to be in, were these gates. Seem like a good idea. They're over nether fire. Nether bricks on fire. Nether rock on fire. There we go. And it's just a couple trapdoors, so you can just put it down and you can walk right out. The problem that I've had is that if I hang out here, and I'm going to move away already, if I hang out here, or I walk out, and there's a villager nearby, yeah, they try to get out, whether or not the trapdoor is open. And so, when I was making the last video, and like I said, I deleted it, I should have probably kept it, but I couldn't bear to watch it. It was just that awful. I was standing here talking, and just talking, the golem was right here, and 3 separate villagers jumped into the fire. And I found that water can't get in there because it closes the trapdoor, and they died. So we had 7 villagers. Now I think we have 5, because I saw a little one running around here. But we had 7, and 3 of them decided that they could not take it anymore and threw themselves into the fire. So I think sometimes when I come out and villagers are gone, that's what ended up happening. They fell into here. So there's probably a better solution. For the most part, as long as they don't see me go through, they stay alive, but that is a threat. They do fall in here. It's pretty funny to trick the zombies and stuff into walking into the fire. But they don't really get too close anymore now that I put lights on all the trees. They kind of stay far away, so I see one way out there. But they used to be right outside the gates all the time. Now I think they kind of hang back because of all the light, so it's kind of cool. But we need to nom a little bit. Probably we'll need to find a better way of getting in and out of the village, because this just has the potential of killing the villagers too easily. This is the first structure that I built to add on the village. Very simple. We keep some of the farm stuff in here, and little bed and whatnot, but most of the villagers lived in here, but I guess they moved on when I started making bigger places. They like those better, because I don't think there's anybody in here. Let me see, let's look. No, and this was the highest building in here. It was these 2 buildings. This well right here, it's a blacksmith shop and a library. That's all that was here when we first got here, and of course all cobblestone roads, or all gravel roads. Replace that with cobblestone. Built this fancy fountain here, all lighted up and nice. There's the back fence. Oh, and I didn't show this in the last video. To get to the back area, which I'm thinking of expanding later on, we actually have a secret trapdoor. Because if it wasn't secret, the villagers would definitely fall on it and die and what have you, and just don't want that. Oh, there's a creeper. And he sees me, but he can't do anything. So he just moves along. So if we need to get back there, see something's threatening us or whatever, we can go out here, and it goes back out to the ocean. It's behind us, really. So here's our pretty fountain. This is a little building I call Mossy Oaks Estate, because it's got moss. This is probably the only thing I did do in creative mode. I wanted more moss or vines. So we had the mossy stone, but I also put the vines on top. And oh wait, oh man, can I get that off without breaking the window? Okay, good. Oh, I guess that grows, because I didn't put it over the window. I guess it grew on its own. That's kind of cool. Yeah, because look, it covered this up too. Let me see, I don't want to break my windows. Interesting. I didn't know it would grow on its own. Yeah, because look, I didn't have that there either. So I guess if you just put a little bit on, it kind of will take over. So yeah, so I just wanted to have that all mossy kind of feel. Another split level. You can tell I like split level design. And so we've got this lodge kind of feel up here. You can see the front area, a beautiful view of the roof of the church, and we have a little rooftop garden with a sitting area. Very nice. Beautiful view. Beautiful place to watch the sunrise. Which, yeah, you gotta give it up for the game, that being all 8-bit looking, it has some really nice visuals, like the sunrise and stuff like that. It's really beautiful. It really, you know, it's very nice. Kind of missed that, but we'll look at, there's the sun coming up over there. So this is a replica of my church. Of course, much scaled down. But this is Valley Praise Methodist Church. And here, yeah, nice rug. I don't want to call him trying to get in here. I know he won't, but still. So we got these cool skylights and windows and nether brick chairs, little altar, baptismal, and you go down here. There's a church basement, which some of the villagers like to hang out in. So just kind of extra doors for more villagers. So we're in the back street now. The back door to the Mossy Oaks estate, and 2 buildings I built. But before we go to that, let's check this out. This is the well, which was here, Pine Industry, but the well was here. And then of course the library. If you know me in real life, I'm just going to kind of focus in on this. Maybe that has some significance if you kind of know who I am and what I do for a living. I thought that'd be funny, and wife kind of got a kick out of that. So there's a library, not a whole lot of action going on in the library. And then the forge up here, which belonged to the original blacksmith, who is no longer with us, wandered off somewhere, I don't know. Any cobblestone now. Man, it's bothering me that that's not there. Like I said, OCD all the way. So let's go down the last street in town right now. You see we do have some villagers, a few left, and there's a little one running around that seemed to have been born right after the other ones died, so good at least that it's getting kind of repopulated, but I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he didn't fall into the fire or something. So this is the brew. It's a brewery and potion shop is what it says, but it's really just a place you can come in here and brew stuff with some extra everything. But thought that'd be kind of cool. It's got a big old smokestack on the top of the building. Little alleyway here, and then this is name of the town. Call it Fumor. That's kind of a play on the nickname of our cat that passed away last year. So I thought it'd be nice to name this business and commerce center after him, in honor of him, because he was a very business-oriented cat, quite the gentleman. So this is for him. It's town, of course, too, named after him, but this is his tower, which is just basically more storage space. And I don't think the villagers actually kind of come in here because it's all ladders. But the wife and I do have rooftop parties, raves, on this tallest building in the area. Actually, this one seems like it's the same height, but it's just because it's built up on the land. This one is lower. So it's 3 stories. It's the only 3-story building in town, but it looks shorter because the land slopes down. Oh, it looked like that tree was on fire. I was like, what's going on over there? But that's the top of the fountain. And this is the little pond that we have, which unfortunately I have every once in a while I have to keep squid free. Squids will spawn in there even though it's only like 1 deep, and so their legs are all sticking out. They look all stupid. So I have to get rid of them. I've only seen 2 villagers. I know we have more, but I haven't seen the little guy either. I don't know where he got off to. They usually like to hang out by... Oh, okay, so... Okay, good. He's still alive. I was kind of worried that he got lost in the mass suicide attempt. Or, not attempt. Mass suicide that we had the other day. And the new little guy, I haven't seen him, so I don't know if he didn't make it, or maybe he's one of these guys. He grew up. I only see the 4 guys, so I don't know where the new little guy is. Oh, is there somebody in here? Let's see real quick. I thought I saw something in here. Anyway, this is the last part of the town, so we'll wrap it up out here. This is a little pond. You can actually fish in it. We built this thing here, and a little park bench type thing. And really, that is pretty much it. That's the entire village. We just found our NPC village. We added onto it, and the next step is on that road out there. If you go north a little ways out to the west and then north, that's going to be a straight shot to that other NPC village. So that's probably where I'll build either a big long road, or oh hey, how's it going? Or a rail system out to it, so we can get stuff back. Probably rail, because there was a lot of caverns around there. So I would be interested to see what kind of resources they have, and then we can get that stuff back. So that's what lays in store for our town. That makes me very nervous that they're there by that fire thing. I really hope nobody falls in there. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to see it. Okay, there, he's getting out of there. So yeah. Anyway, that is our Minecraft area. So thank you for watching, and see you later.